Tonight on Cutting Edge.
The pain did not end in June 16. It carried on in detention.
They electrified me and they told me that you are going to menstruate.
There were these white people who were wearing combats and shooting.
So the police picking children, throwing them in a yellow mail, dead or alive.
Mama Winnie Mandela was amongst the first women who actually threatened the police that I'm going to go naked. You leave these kids alone.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Cutting Edge. My name is Ondela Mbana. For 50 years, South Africans have remembered June 16 in 1976 as the day school children challenged the apartheid state. The images etched into our national memory, but behind those photographs are lesser-known stories of survival, sacrifice and loss, stories of those who were detained, tortured and forced into exile, forever changed by the events of that day. This documentary was produced by Cleopatra Jones.
By 1976, frustration among black students had reached breaking point. The government's decision to enforce Afrikaans as a medium of instruction became a symbol of a much larger struggle against an unequal education system.
With Bantu education, the architect of Bantu education, Hendrik Verwoerd, was clear. He, when designing that system, he said, let's make them see the greener pastures, but not reach them. He then said, also, why do we have to teach a black child mathematics or science? They're not going to need it. And let's rather teach them domestic science and gardening so that they must make best of domestic workers. Exactly. That system of education for blacks was meant to make us kitchen girls and to make us garden boys. And so you are talking about a system that was gradually making us want to fight. In one way or the other, we're angry.
On June 16, 1976, students gathered in large numbers, moving through Soweto in disciplined formation, intending to deliver a memorandum to authorities. But the atmosphere changed as soon as they approached key points in the township. They met dogs, tear gas and bullets.
To the day, June 16. I become very emotional. And I must say, and I wonder how many people are realize that some of us, 50 years into June 16, we still are bleeding. We are still bleeding. We seem to get to where we still are wet. We still feel the pain. And that is why some people might think we're taking June 16 personally. Yes, we do.
Yes, you should.
And we should, I'm happy. To many of us, June 16 is not just that day. It is a day where some of us say we regret why we led children, students, out of the classrooms, only to be killed by old white boys. That we then also are taken back and to a situation where Mama Winnie Mandela, Mam Sophie Dima was a journalist, took us as leaders, we went to Baragwanath Hospital. And when we were going to Baragwanath Hospital, we thought we were going to see many children in the wards. To the contrary, many of them children were in the mortuary. That black and white, gray and white uniform was identified now with blood. There were piled up bodies of those kids that you know that, and this is in you, that if there wasn't that meeting of the 13th, if there wasn't that decision of the 13th deciding that we are going to be in the street on the 16th, if there wasn't, they would still be there. You are starting to say, even now, we are starting to say to ourselves, look, Hector Peterson could be a grandfather. I'm a grandfather. Mbuyisa Makhubu would be, or would have not, his kids could still be having a father, and the father that disappeared. And can I tell you, these are in grave. These are in different graves. If there's anything that I regret, it's the pain I'm going through.
We asked him what he remembers most vividly about the first few hours of the morning of June 16.
Can I tell you that that morning, the first group of students came, of marching, and came to Kona Vilagazi, as I'm telling you, the school where we are. And the police threw tear gas canisters. They unleashed police dogs. And again, we had traditional weapons that were available, stones. Here are stones and kill the dogs. And I always say it is the dog that cost us lives of our people. Because it was out of that the police also felt that, no, these guys are meaning business. As they were busy with that dog, tear gas and then dogs, behind them another group was coming to join. So they thought we were sandwiching them. Okay. My. They started opening up fire. They started killing us. Students running away, falling, bullets all over.
As students fell, mothers rushed into the streets.
What happened? How you came to shoot her son? This is the mother.
Like Mama Winnie Mandela was amongst the first women who actually threatened the police that I'm going to go naked. I'm going to go naked to leave these kids alone. And I don't know how many mothers have that character of that woman now. That woman was just something else. You would find Mama Winnie Mandela in the most desperate situations of the people of South Africa. He was not in the comfort of the people of South Africa. Whether children, women, and all that, she will be in the middle of that. I miss her.
As the world watched the uprising unfold, the apartheid state launched a brutal crackdown on activists. Many were detained without trial.
Pain of 1976 doesn't end on June 16. I was arrested from my home here. A 16-year-old now got arrested here, taken into detention without trial. A legal 16-year-old boy put in a single cell where he was tortured, made to sometimes carry bricks tightened up onto your balls. Squat. He's a boy, he will tell you that pain. women take pliers, pulling their nipples. You'll know that pain. Now, what am I saying to you? The pain did not end in June 16. It carried on in detention. And to some of us, carried on to prison, Robben Island. A 16-year-old finds himself in a cell. Apartheid did not see a child. In us, saw a terrorist.
As the apartheid state intensified its crackdown, many young activists fled the country while others went underground.
We were there. We saw them fall, and we saw the police picking children, throwing them in a yellow melo, dead or alive. So we don't know what happened to those children.
At 26 years old, Paulina Buyeye was already involved in underground anti-apartheid activities. Working alongside student leaders and community activists, she helped mobilize support for protests and later assisted young people fleeing the country to join the liberation struggle in exile.
Swaziland. It was not easy, but we didn't have a chance, because a choice. Because when children come to you crying to say, the police are looking for me, they want to kill me, things like that. And a lot of children were killed. We saw it.
But as the apartheid government intensified its crackdown following the uprising, activists like Paulina became prime targets for arrests. She was arrested while trying to help another group of students flee into Swaziland.
I was arrested a few months after the protest because it was ongoing, and the influx of students who wants to go out of the country. They took us to Krugersdorp prison, where they left us for some time there, and then they started coming to take us one by one for interrogation. I was taken to the 4th floor in Krugersdorp, where I was asked questions. I was given a big album, and in that album there were people who I knew, but I told them I don't know them. They say you lie because some of the people who are in the album told them about me. They started torturing me. They hit me with the ruler, they hit me with fists and things like that. And after that, they electrified me with a black umbrella like this. They put it all over my body, and they told me that you are going to menstruate and you are no longer going to get children.
Despite the intimidation, Paulina refused to betray her comrades. This meant she had to endure more physical and psychological abuse designed to break her spirit.
On the 3rd day, they made me stand and hold on a big diary. You see those old diaries. And when the diary falls, they hit me. I don't know, on the 3rd day, I found myself in a cell. I collapsed. I didn't know what happened to me.
Her mother was also arrested for over a week in an attempt to get information out of her.
The other time they came to fetch me, they took me to John Foster Square at 10th floor. When I reached 10th floor, they've arrested my mom. They said, they made me to meet my mom at the corridor. My mom screamed and said, she said, I mustn't be afraid. There's nothing here. And I was so scared because I knew what they did to me, that they will do to my mom. They wanted guns from me that I must confide where the guns are.
Paulina feared that her mother would not make it out alive.
My thought was that they're going to kill my mother. They're going to kill me because I know they did. because when they torture me, they told me that they will make me stand on the table and fly through the window. And the cell it was a mess, blood on the walls and things like that. And it's where Timol and others died. And then they would claim that the people hang themselves. It's high, it's smooth. There's no way that you can hang yourself. They struggle, people with the blanket, their own blanket, and make them, and come and claim to parents that, how can you fly through the window? How can you commit suicide in that situation?
After months of detention, torture, and interrogation, Paulina and 11 other accused finally appeared in court. The apartheid state viewed many young activists as enemies of the state, and therefore Paulina and the others faced the possibility of a hanging. Paulina would become the only woman among a group of political activists put on trial by the apartheid state.
After that, I was given a case. I was taken to Pretoria Maximum Prison to stand trial. Somewhere in November, the judge who was supposed to hang us got into coma. He was the only one that time who was testing us. Got into coma and he died. 1977, the case started all over again with a new judge. Our defense counsel told the judge that most state witnesses here, they confirmed that they lied because they were tortured. Now you are going to hang the accused with lies. The case became lighter for us because 6 of us were acquitted and 6 were sentenced. I came out in April 1978. I was not well. I was just, a nervous wreck. I was disorientated. I got better, but not quite. So, and I couldn't go back because I wanted to go out of the country. I couldn't.
In this segment, we meet Mutsamai, who was just 6 years old when he was sent into exile.
In 1976, I was 6 years old. When you first experience something that you, like your tear gas, and then there was this car that was like a monster, like when it came, it was so fearful, hippo. That's when I started knowing hippo. And coming from the hippo, there were these white people who were wearing combat and shooting, and then it's like that, you'll never forget that thing as a child.
His parents were activists. As the state intensified its crackdown, the family faced a difficult decision.
My parents were arrested and they were taken to Robben Island, and I had to be sent to exile.
Where were you taken to?
I was taken to Botswana. That's where I stayed, I think maybe 6 months, because I wouldn't measure the time then. And then from Botswana, I was taken to Zambia. That's when I started my primary school in Zambia. That's where my grandfather was. And then I stayed with my grandfather until when I was about to start high school, I was taken to Somavco in Tanzania.
He says while in exile, he saw a lot of young people coming in from South Africa.
Some of them, they were badly hurt. And some of them never reached to exile. They died along the way. Up to the 80s, there were still kids that came to, especially when I was in Somavco now. That was my age mate that couldn't compete. Some of them came pregnant. They were 13, 14 years old. Girls came very pregnant, still running away from the abuses of apartheid at that time. And you welcome these kids. They don't want to learn, because Somavco was an institution of learning, and they don't want to learn. They were saying, no, we want to go to Angola, and we want to take AK-47s, and we want to go back to the country and go and fight. We don't want this education. So you look at fighting spirit of those young people at that time.
For thousands of young South Africans, exile became the only path to survival. Many crossed borders alone, leaving without the chance to say goodbye to their families. Some departed believing they would return within months. Some died on the dangerous journey out of South Africa. Others perished in exile. Behind them, families searched for years for sons, daughters, brothers, and sisters who had simply vanished. 5 decades later, not every story has been told. Not every family has found answers, and not every child who left South Africa in the aftermath of June 16 has made it home.
She stands here. She can't speak. She can't speak. She was tortured. And she went into exile. And here she is.
50 years later, the generation of June 16 continues to carry the memories and scars of that period.
Look, interviews like these, and sometimes having to address students and all that, address young people about June 16 and all that, helps me in one way or the other. And it, not only me, but even other people, because you're then pouring out, you understand. And there was never to date any, even by new government, by our democratic government, a determined decision that said, how do we heal the 1976 children?
The generation of 1976 fought for freedom, but what has become of their dream?
Many of us lost the days of our youth. Many of us, I tell people that I've never been young, I don't even know what it is to be young. And we have a South Africa that, I sometimes say, the same horse, different rider. And this government owe us a lot. They owe us our dignity. And when I say us, I'm not meaning the June 16 only, but the whole history of black people.
Seth feels that young people of today have been abandoned.
We owe, as the leaders of that time, we owe you guys an apology. Owe young people an apology. And that apology is an apology that says, we left you leaderless. You became vulnerable. We left you leaderless. And we have made many of you young people to be more also dependent on us. Our Father who art in Pretoria, Cyril Ramaphosa, give me this day our daily bread. We have not given you the tools to bake your own bread. Instead, we gave you 350.
All parties should come together and work for a common purpose, which is the society, the children, the elders, the disability, making sure that we live in a better South Africa that we fought for.
Seth calls on the youth to go out in their numbers to exercise their right to vote if they want to see change.
That's my challenge to South Africa of now. There's still a lot that we need to do. Lastly, Sobon Masha, my comrade, my leader, he's going down to the gallows. He says to the mother, Mama, the tree of liberation shall be watered by the blood of the martyrs. Please, Mama, go and tell that to my people. Guys, many of our black people are not enjoying the fruit of that tree. They even hardly enjoy the shade of that tree.
And that brings us to the end of tonight's episode. Remember, if you missed it, you can catch the repeat on Wednesday at 14:30 on SABC 1, SABC Plus, SABC News 404. From me and the producers of the show, thank you for watching. Good night.